wanaseparetia from school. Wanaumia shule. Hizo hands unaona kwa kitu ya game imeweza kazi kwa poa. Kuna mwingine anakuja. Next breakdown. Tunaingia next breakdown. Next breakdown. Hapa. Hapa. Banja wanabanjana nani? Banja na nani? Banja wanaingia Kitale BTR. Bila say kama sijui nini. Sana potanga tu tukio hapa. wawili hapo walikuwa na watch TV cartoon. Una kwa gari hapo, ni gari imepark saa hii salon fulani. Hapo kwa hiyo mti. Nani ameenda kutafuta nini?
This is Bhut taking on Banja from Nandi County, Anokon. After this, we'll be having more boys games. We'll have the hosts Cabras also gracing the event. A scrum down for Banja following that knock on. They try to steal the ball, they lose it. Banja lose possession, and it's now Bhutere's turn. Rack formed. And they have a break there, racing for the try line. He has too much pace and goes down for a center post try early on. Bhutere 5. The boys from Nandi County. Conversion goes wide, and they are going for that restart. Banja cuts in, beats the second man, runs across, goes into a contact, offloads the ball. As they try to pull back something from this, remember they are trailing by 5 points. They are put under pressure. Referee asks them to play on. If you're just joining us, remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment. Remember to also share to your friends and let them enjoy this coverage coming live to you from the Kakamega showground. Most of you call it the forest. Another try for Bhutere as they move to 10 points. Conversion attempt, but it's off. Straight from kickoff, a darting run, and another center post try for Butere as they move to 15 points. This time round in a good position where they can add the extras, and the conversion is good. They go 17 points up at halftime. It is halftime, and I take just the chance to remind you that if you're just joining us, this is the Scrummage Katch 7 second edition, coming live to you from the Kakamega Showground. We had to make a shift from the traditional Kakamega school, and now the matches have kicked off. They'll be running also tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be heading to the cup quarters and semis, and then the finals where we'll award the winners. And if you're just joining us, remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment. And we'd like to big up a number of people who have made this one possible. Cabras Sugar for availing the forest for us to use following late minute changes. Also, I'd like to say thank you to Keep Me Fit, a gym located in Kakamega, just in Amalemba, just before the Kakamega High School roundabout, for also ensuring that we had the ambulance on ground for evacuation purposes and other purposes as the second half kicks off. We also like to say thank you to the Tropical Tusker who have come on board to ensure that the competition is going on successfully. I'd like to say thank you also to the Cabras Rugby Club physio for unveiling himself to help us to ensure that the boys are safe. For those maybe for the results in opening game, Minai managed a 19-12 win over Chavakali. Koyonza and St. Anthony played to a 12-12 draw. We had Kakamega B beating Ikonyero 27-5, which is the biggest win or results of the weekend so far. And Kakamega A had a 7-12 loss to Warungu, which is Oino High School. Okay, as Butere goes down for the try that takes them to 22 points. We talked to Oino coach. Maybe you'll just tell us your name and so far 2 games for your 2 sides that you have fielded today. What can you? What is your general view of the performance?
I'm Robert Odago. So we played 2 matches. The first match with Team A, which we have lost, and the second match that we have won. And we can say that it's just the beginning. We are going to tight the loose ends, and we are sure we are going to come back stronger for the second match.
Okay, thank you very much, Coach. We'll be catching up later on in the tournament. That is Oino coach giving his comments on the boys' performance. Banja na nani. So far, so good for Butere into the 20s. They keep pressure on Banja as the referee awards a scrum to Butere. Another try at the corner for Butere. They seem to be running away with this. They are enjoying a good run in this Butere. They get another try. They are unable to add the extras. And after this, Gamalena will be taken on the pitch. Remember, in the 15th in the Vihiga County region, they did well. And we opted to invite them in this, and they have honored the invite. We would love to see what they have in store for us. Just to remind you that if you're in Kakamega and you need maybe to work on your fitness, remember to visit Keep Me Fit Gym. And once you visit them, they'll be able to sort your fitness issues, diet, and much more. As Butere, with no look pass there, a center post try for Butere. Conversion is good for Butere as the referee concludes the game at this point. Gamalena So, if you're just joining us, the first match was a girls' match. We had Santa Maria putting 31 points past Chakol, and that was the opening match of the day. Later on, we had Minai picking a 19-12 win over Chavakali. Coonzo playing to a 12-12 draw with St. Anthony A. Oino lost to Kakamega B 27-5, while Kakamega A were beaten 12-7 by Wanarungu from the second side from Oino. Banja have just completed their match right now, and now we are heading to Kitale Day, taking on Gamalena from Vihiga County. These matches are live on Scrummage TV, and this has been made possible thanks to Zabab Studios. And if you are in Kakamega looking for a furnished apartment for accommodation, be sure to visit Zabab Limited Studios. in Sichirai, comfy in a serene environment where you are away from the city center bustle and hustle. Kitale Day, winger cuts in, goes down, the rack is covered, ball loose, but they manage to keep it. Good dip by the Kitale Days. The winger unable to keep the ball. He spots a gap, goes into contact, beats his man. Now he's held high. The referee calls for a maul being formed, but he spots a knock on. Charge down. And Gamalena score a center post try against Kitale. They were not in control early on, but now they lead by 7 points following that conversion. And from his 22, but he offloads the ball to an opponent, giving Gamalena another chance to strike. Big tackle there towards the touchline. And another run from Gamalena. Still trying to push. And this is the beauty of sevens. Gamalena still pushing, working to get a try. Gamalena An attacking scrum for Gamalena. Let's see what they can do. And a scrum pick goes down. Rack covered. They decide to go short. Pick and drives for Gamalena. They have seen the try line, but will they get there? That is the question that they can only answer. They go wide. He tries to step in, goes down, knocks on the ball in a promising position. Remember, Gamalena at 22 again, opting to run, but the sweeper does his job well. Kitale arrested once again. A good dip from there, but the delivery was not good. Goes into the gap. They lose the ball forward, and the referee awards Gamalena a scrum. Forward pass, and Gamalena take a slim lead to the break. And I'll take this opportunity maybe to just thank the partners that have come on board to ensure that this tournament is successful. We have Keep Me Fit Gym, located in Amalemba, who came on board and supported us to ensure that we have an evacuation ambulance on board, and medics. We also have Tropical Tusker, and just to inform you much about Tropical Tusker, if you are an electrician, if you are a carpenter, or any other job that you do, be it a manual job, are you an accountant, this is the best place to be. This is the best platform to be. Tropical Tusker. It helps you connect with other people, connect with customers, and that is the purpose of Tropical Tusker. So if you are in any of these, remember to visit Tropical Tusker and check around and ensure that your tasks are run smoothly. We are almost towards the end of the opening round. As I told you, the hosts, Cabras, will be fielding the team. You will be able to see some of the names you saw in the Eric Shally Shield being fielded today, as they also get ready for that 7th circuit. As they prepare for that 7th circuit. And on the pitch is Gamalena taking on Kitale Day. Still Gamalena pushing, while St. Anthony. Okay, it's Kitale Day still pushing to come back. These tackler rolls away. I love the way they are forming the deep, but now it's all about delivery of passes. the defense from Gamalenga's shoot, and maybe Kitale will have the opening try of the match. The man is arrested before he crosses down the line. More numbers are in the defense. The ball is loose. They still again Galenga. Remember the side go to the semi-final of the 15th matches, and that's why we felt it will be an honor to have such a side in this tournament. And they are proving to be competitors early on, leading, taking a 7-0 lead to the break. Now they have to run it deep from there. 22. They opt to kick. Pressure on Kitale. They knock on the ball, and the referee says play on. Gamalenga still pushing. Kitale still pushing, hoping to do something. Ball released to the winger, but the tackler was hard. They go down for that try. He runs near post to ensure that they'll have an conversion. If you just join us, remember to subscribe, like, share this link. Is successful. Now we are tied at 7-7. Restart. This is almost the second last game of the tournament. He's caught while in air, ball lost, and now a turn maybe to score the winning try in this, because it looks like the team that will score next will be the winner in this, a knock-on. And now it is a scrum for Gamalena. Zeka tu hapa chini juu hapa mtu. Good tackle, offload quickly as they continue chasing to get the winning points. Easy one for the attack. The opening try for Cabras under the post, that is Roy Keane. He loses the ball in contact, and that is a knock-on ball for Cabras. The second try for Cabras as they take a 14-0 lead. That is a 14-0 lead for the hosts. Ikonyero with the ball, trying to keep possession, and they are penalized for a high tackle. That is Ikonyero in the green jersey taking on Cabras, who are the hosts. A knock on there. The referee awards a scrum. Cabras take a 21 lead to the break. The ball is played into Olukusi, a knock on for Cabras, and Ikonyero will have a chance to fight back. After this, we'll be having the ladies matches coming up. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment as Ikonyero goes for that scrum feed. Getting a chance to play against some of the non-names in the Eric Shali Shield. A good ball taken to the left wing. He opts to cut in, rack formed. Ikonyero still trying to maintain possession. Good play by Ikonyero as they go into contact, but Cabras manages to rip off the ball. Now we head to the second round. The first round is done. Cabras taking a 31-0 over Ikonyero. Now we head to the girls category, whereby we'll have Chakol taking on Sulumeti. Sulumeti with an early run, she cuts in and races for what will be the opening try under the post. conversion to come. And the conversion is wide. We'll also like to big up AA Sports, owned by the newly appointed Kenya Harlequin head coach Patrice Agunda, for availing some of the match balls that we are using here, and we'll end up awarding some of the winners. Schools like Gamalena will get to walk away with that AS ball, as Charcoal from Busia continue to push for that opening try. They're trailing 5-0. The beauty or the fun thing with the girls game is they can run across and score. And she races for a try that gives them calls for a knock-on. Interesting. The referee calls for a knock-on. After that run, after that beautiful run, she knocked down the ball. We'll also get to watch Facebeth Academy for the first time. The ball seemed stuck in the rack. Charcoal seeking to run the ball from their 22. The scrum half running more calling for more numbers, goes into contact. The rack is cleaned, overturned, but the referee spots an offside and awards a penalty. After missing the opening try, the second try, they push, and she goes down for that try. Now, Bishop Sulumeti lead by 10 points. Post. Chance for Bishop Sulumeti. He nearly called them Bula. Ball goes behind. And she opts to run into that gap. Maybe a good decision to ensure that they go forward and they run straight. Bishop Sulumeti is still pushing. Remember, they also graced the event last year. Unfortunately, we couldn't have the defending champions or the finalists. And once again, she breaks for that center post try. The score of the opening try scores the third try for Bishop Sulumeti as they take a 15-point lead with a conversion to come. As she boots it under post. as she completes a hat-trick in this match, scoring under the post, the third try for herself this day. Remember, First Bet will be coming up next, same as Idavaga Muslim. This is the next match that will be following. This one for the ladies category. We are going with the round robin. As Bishop Slumeti moved to 25 points. Yes, they moved to 25 points. And just to give you an update of earlier results, we had Chakol Girls losing to Santa Maria 31-0 in the opening match. Menengai took on Chavakali, a match that ended 19-12 in favor of Menengai, while Coonzo A played to a 12-12 draw with St. Anthony A. Ikonyero A lost to Kakamega School B 27-5, while Kakamega A lost 12-5 to Wanarungu. Wanarungu is Ikonyoro's second, and Butere had a good run winning that one, while Kitale Day had to score twice late in the match to beat Gamalena, who had a spirited fight. Cabras managed a 31-0 win over Ikonyero, with Bishop Sulumeti right now taking on Charcoal Girls, as the lady on a hat-trick hits that gap with the hope of getting another try, but it's a knock-on, and the referee ends the match, and we'll be having First Bet for the first time taking on the pitch. We also have Idavaga featuring in this tournament for the first time since this tournament was incepted last year, just giving a chance to play, but this time round we give it a new challenge. We give it a very different twist with host Cabras featuring. Obvious, these kids will get a chance to play against some of the kids that they look up to, and that is the likes of Michael Olukusi, who just completed high school last year, being the top point scorer last year, and many others will get a chance to play. First Bet take on the field, and they have take on Idavaga Muslim Girls. And remember, these matches are live on Scrummage TV, just to big up some of the partners who ensure that this competition is on schedule. Talk of Keep Me Fit, a gym located near the Kakamega High School roundabout. They came on board to ensure that we have an ambulance and to ensure that we have safety. Thank you to Cabras Sugar for ensuring that we have this facility after late changes on the venue. And we'd also like to thank Tropical Tusker, who also helped us to set up this. And just to let you know, as Idavaga race for the opening try, that center post try, the lady in jersey 10, I thought she was looking to dive, but she changed her mind. And now her attempt on conversion is off target. I just wanted to say that Elizabeth. Racing for another try.
Idavaga land the fourth try to make it 20-0.
So the first round of matches are done and the ladies have kicked off the second round. Na tunataka tusikie maybe reactions coach from Ikonyero. Utuambie jina yako alafu tuambie labda feeling imekuwaje playing the first game na wapi penye unaona labda mnafaa kurekebisha before the second game.
Mi ka coach wa Ikonyero Isa Moses. Naona iko best sana kucheza na Cabras. Jina watu tunawaona tu. But tunajua wanafunzi pia wakicheza na outsider ama klabu wanakuwa niyo morali ya game pia. So mimi nilikuwa naona iko best wanafunzi kujua weakness yao na learn from outsiders. Then wenyewe jua correction nini. Jua banta hapo ndani pia una communicate na outsider anaweza kuambia hiki tunafanya hivi unafanya hivi. So tumekuja hapa kulearn si competition. Tumelearn competition tutakutana game za my school lakini tournament kama hii Kakamega Scrummage haiko best Brasco kucheza ndani.
Okay. Sawa. Kitu kingine nilikuwa nataka kuona labda unadhani itakuwa inspirational vijana kucheza na target zako this season zitakuwa gani?
Target zangu this season naona nikiingia kama regionals. Regionals lazima nitaingia. Juu kama vijana wanaanza kuwa niyo courage kucheza na Cabras, meaning hakuna uoga yote hapo juu sijiona kijana akisema tu atiko hivi na hivi. Vijana wako best. Wamefurahia sana mimi kuongea nao, wamefurahia sana kucheza na Cabras.
Thank you very much. Tutakuwa tunapatana na wewe baadaye. Na captain pia atakuwa anakuja tu kuongea naye. So second round of matches wewe ndio endelea kuprepare timu yako alafu tutaongea. Sawa, second round of matches have kicked off. So we go back to the matches. Now if you're just joining us, remember to subscribe, like, share, and this is Minai in action, having won their first game. They'll be hoping to book a slot in the quarterfinal early on. A penalty. For Minai. A penalty for Coonzo. And a beautiful move, ran to the wing, he cuts in, and the winger is doing a hat. Oh, it's a headgear. So they keep on pushing. Collins here to the man in the headgear, he cuts in. Quickly formed, ball quickly released. 3 out of 3, but he opts to run for that center post and a try with a conversion to come. so leading by 5 points against Menengai. Remember, Menengai managed to win their opener, and Coonzo are seeking to bounce back. Menengai, the man goes for his opponent directly. Long pass there. Ball ran to the men on the outside. Good passage of play. But after saying that, I jinxed the final pass. And now it's Coonzo B seeking to pull back. Onyancha, so far, a number of matches played. What is your take on this?
I think the quality is really good, and as we continue with the second round, I think the second games will be even better, since all the boys are warmed up, and the ladies too. Only maybe I think what it shows is we're lagging behind maybe in the women's category or the girls category. We are really lagging behind, yeah, but I think that's what we have to work on, maybe to catch up on the girls category. We have few teams, and yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, defending champions couldn't make it. Pioneer also couldn't make it because they are having a tournament in Kitale, and now we only have Bishop Sulmeti coming from last year. But the boys category, we also had defending champions Vihiga pulling out last minute, and now, but we have teams from all the way from Nakuru, the likes of Menengai coming from Nakuru, Banja from Nandi County, Oino from Kisumu County, St. Mary's. Yala did not make it as planned, so Butere featuring for the first time, Ikonyero featuring for the first time, and they're really happy having played a match against Cabras despite the loss. The coach has just spoken to us saying he's really happy with how his boys performed in that match. Menengai is still trying to push and maybe get something from this match where they are trailing by 5 points. Scrummer goes for a pass kick. The referee had already spotted a knock on. And that is the halftime break for Menengai. As the match takes a break, just to remind you about Zabab Studios. These ones are in Sichirai. This is Kakamega County, Lurambi. The studios are well furnished in a serene environment, well built and finished to ensure that you have a comfortable stay. And they are proud supporters or partners in this tournament. And if you like maybe to have a place to rest when you are in Kakamega for the first time, maybe for work, for other purposes, remember to visit Zabab Studios. We also like to thank Cabras Rugby for allowing us to be here following late or last minute changes on the venue. We'll also like to thank Keep Me Fit for ensuring that we have the ambulance available to allow us play these matches, because you know in rugby safety is very important. We also like to thank Raymond Omolo Foundation. They have sorted the girls in terms of sanitary pads which are here, and the winners will be taking home the sanitary towels as well as, or sanitary pads, as well as their runners up. We also have Tropical Tusker, who are also on board as part of the partners who have made this one successful. And we head to the second half. Still a 7-0 lead for Coonzo B. Remember, Coonzo are putting up a very good side that will be in action in this tournament. Other teams that have brought two teams, and the winger makes a very good run but is bundled out of play. Not yet out of play. The referee calls for a line out. As expected, Chavakali, as expected to take on the pitch. Tie for the second try to stretch the lead by 5 points with a conversion to come. Apologies for the error on the screen. But now they move to 12 points. A kick deep into Menengai's 22, maybe just to pin them down and put them under pressure, and that is what Coonzo are trying to achieve in this. This is Coonzo B. And they're trying to run the ball from their zone, opts to pass inside. He goes for that cross kick. And it almost worked, but now it's a loose ball 50-50. But the referee spots an infringement and calls it back. If you're just joining us, this is the Scrummage Katch 7's second edition, coming live to you on Scrummage TV. As Coonzo sells the dummy, goes for center post try, and now we have another try, giving them an easy chance to convert. And he bangs in that conversion as they move to 17 points. That is 19 points. They move to 19 points. That is Coonzo. Remember, these are the former East African champions, former national champions. Last year, they missed it out on the Scrummage Katch 7s, losing it at the semi-final category. That was their first string side. The fourth try for Coonzo. That is 26 points for Coonzo B. £26 without an answer for the men from Nakuru. And it's a win for Coonzo. That is Coonzo B. As Ikonyero runs on the pitch to face Coonzo A. So we have the Minai coach, 1 win and 1 loss so far. How is it for the boys?
My name is Terence. I'm an assistant coach. The boys were well prepared. The game was okay. For the first game, yeah, it was a sure bet because the boys were ready, like the mentality were ready for it. The second game, because of the name Coonzo, you know, yeah, they were tensed a bit, but when they went in, we saw that they could just manage them. So we don't know where the problem came, but you're yet to know. But I can assure you the boys are good and they're going to do their best. They are working well. Yeah.
Maybe you travel all the way from Nakuru. How important is this in your preparation?
It's very important because at least, you know, when we meet people or other teams from away from home, like we are sure that when we manage the regional level to the national level, we know such people are going to meet, we know that you're going to play a certain school, and we'll know what to do and how to win them, because at least we already been in place with them, or we played a game with them, so we know how they are doing their games.
Okay, thank you, coach. All the best in your final game of the pool. We go back to the match whereby Coonzo A is taking on Ikonyero, and this is another match that is going to be exciting for us. Remember, Minai have just lost 26-0 to Coonzo B. Now Coonzo A is currently taking on Coonzo A is currently taking on Ikonyero. Maybe some of the sides that have been able to enjoy the services of former Kakamega High School coach and player Oscar Caron. And if you're just joining us, remember to subscribe, like, share. This is Coonzo A taking on Ikonyero A. Maybe it's going to be one of the exciting matches in the group stages, bringing together a coach who is familiar on both ends of the team. Coonzo hoping to bounce back this year, but they'll be facing a lot of competition for the likes of Kakamega School. We have Vihiga in this county. We have Senende, who shocked many last weekend, winning the Black Rock, beating Kakamega A and B. And now Coonzo Scrummage Katch in, sends a pass inside, and maybe they are there for the opening try, which they managed to score. And now Coonzo A, they lead 5-0 with a conversion to come. That man in jersey 13 preparing to take the kick. His kick is he misses the kick. Referee spots a knock on. Tutafanyaje sasa? Mimi nitasahau nitoke nayo. Story na? To respond as the referee spots a knock on. More matches still coming our way, maybe interesting matches also, with St. Anthony set to play Kakamega B, Kakamega A set to play Banja as they seek to bounce back. Wanarungu set to play Butere in a match that I have a feeling it's going to be exciting. St. Anthony or Kitale Day set to play Cabras. Gamalena set to play Ikonyero, Idavaga and Santa Maria And then first bet are some of the matches that we expect later today. Cut in for Coonzo. He opts to run across and releases the ball to the left side. The man cuts straight in that gap, tackled, ball quickly picked. They spot another gap, and now Coonzo A have another try. They are slowly making their half chances count in this match. And now Otieno Oyo A have a mountain to climb as we go to the break with Coonzo. A chance just to remind you of some of the partners who have made this successful, and Otieno Yo trailing 12 points at halftime, and they'll be hoping to change. Ball kicked deep in the 22, well fielded by Coonzo. And another break for this man. He races down the field to score another try, which will mean Coonzo have moved to 17 points. Restart. Not going the required 10 meters. He opts to go for a kick and chase. Picks it, dives over, but the referee calls for a knock-on. And they respond with a kick downfield. So far, they have proper points, and all they need to do is to ensure that they keep the opponents in their own half, and that is what they do. They have kept them on pressure, and now they have won that ball back, and they'll be having that scrum. On the outside again to that winger. This time round he sees a gap inside. Makes that run. Spots a gap on the upside, but the gap is locked quickly and we have a knock-on. A chip and chase, and he dives over, pushing the scores to 26, no, 20, G4. And the conversion is on point as the match ends 26-0 in favor of Coonzo. That is the first team, Coonzo first team, as Kakamega B takes on the pitch. taking on St. Anthony. A kick well raised by Kakamega, but the ball is lost forward and it will be possession for Kakamega. Kakamega, they spot a gap on the outside. He has 3 men with him. The referee penalizes Kakamega for not releasing. Kakamega in their own half. Referee calls for a reset. On the left side, on the right side, he sent the ball inside. And a penalty. A penalty for Kakamega as they call for that scrum.
for Kakamega. In their 22, let's see if it will materialize. Kakamega have a knock-on.
Nice offload. And now second offload, tackle, try given. St. Anthony now lead by 5 points. They'll be having the restart with the hope of now half penalty for Kakamega. Struggling with handling errors, especially in this 22, and they trail at halftime. As it takes the halftime break, just to remind you of some of the partners that have made this one successful. Keep Me Fit, a gym located near the Kakamega High School roundabout. They came on board to ensure that we have this successful tournament. A big thank you to Tropical Tusker, who also helped us to put up this one. And for them, I'm just reminding you that if you have a task to be delivered or to be done, you just visit the app, look for somebody that you want to work with, and let us know. Just also to remind you about one of the supporters, Samcom Wholesalers, located on the KIE building in Kakamega, also came on board to ensure that this one successful. And for Samcom Wholesalers, they have phones, computers, accessories that you can bank on. And if you like to buy any of those, be it a charger, be it a phone, be it a computer, and their accessories, just call 0727 27 20 43. As Kakamega try to close in, as they continue pushing to have an equalizer. That is Juma coming on as a substitute, scores a try, and gives Kakamega a try. It's now 5-5 with a conversion to come. Conversion is off the target. And just to remind you about Samcom Wholesalers, who have phones, computers, accessories in Kakamega on the KIE building. And you can get them via 0727 27 2043. Ball bounces, and a very good pick by this man from St. Anthony. Big run, good run for him, and he has touched down, restoring that lead for St. Anthony. Conversion bounces off the post, and we have 10 points here. Penalty for St. Anthony as they call for that scrum. And we'd like to say a big thank you to Kakamega. Show and go. He's arrested. They knock on again. They have been guilty of knock-ons today, especially in the attacking zone. And the referee called back for that scrum. If you're just joining us, this is the Scrummage Katch 7s coming live to you on Scrummage TV. St. Anthony, good run, sends his man down. Anthony still impressing in this match, where they lead. Not a comfortable lead though, but an offload in space. He opts to change direction, but sends his man in hot soup, and the man knocks on. A chance for Kakamega to press, put pressure, and maybe leave their territory, but it's deep in their half. Do they have an answer to the questions that St. Anthony are offering? Let's wait and see how they're going to run it from this scrum. They opt to go for the blind side. The man sets a dummy, goes into contact. They are hoping to run it to the left side. Juma on the wing, cuts in. Stop just on the line, but the rack is cleared and possession is for St. Anthony. Tackle well taken. This is the second round of matches, and immediately after this we'll be having the third round and the final round of matches, but we still have plenty of good matches to come. Just to give thanks to sellers located on the KIE building for supporting this tournament, ensuring that we have the tournament played. Kakamega penalized. Also, to thank Sabab Limited, who came on board to ensure that we have this. We also have Keep Me Fit Gym and many others that have come on board. Thank you to Kakamega, to Cabras Rugby Club for also unveiling this pitch to allow us play. And St. Anthony kick the ball out as the match ends 10-5 in favor of St. Anthony. Just maybe to run you through the results of the day and the matches that are coming up. Already the first round of matches done, but where we had Santa Maria beating Chacol 31, picking a 19-12 win over Chavakali. We have Coonzo. Anthony A drawing to a 12-12. Oino managed to or lost to Kakamega B 27-5. Kakamega A lost to Wanarungu 12-7. We had Bhut beating Banja. Kitale scoring late, 2 tries to beat Gamalena 14-7. Cabras picked a 31-0 win over Ikonyero, while Bishop Sulumeti managed a big win over Charcoal. Facebeth and Didavaga were also in action. Menengai have lost to Koyonzo in the second round of matches, while Otinoyo have also lost 6-0 to Koyonzo A. We also have St. Anthony versus Kakamega, the match that has just ended with Kakamega losing to St. Anthony. That is Kakamega B losing to St. Anthony, and now Kakamega A will be taking on Banja in this match that has just kicked off. Kakamega taking on Banja, and the man cuts inside, beats two markers, but the referee spots a step out. That is Banja from Nandi County. Try time. Yeah. They opt for not to go for a conversion. That is Kakamega taking on There's Kakamega taking on Banja. The ball is taken. Ball still in play. Quick passage of play. And the winger has a good pass, an offload there. And Kakamega go for another try. The referee calls it back. Penalty for Banja. Penalty for Kakamega. They ran the ball to the outside. And now they have that try that they were looking for. They move to 10 points. They opt again not to go for that conversion. Maybe for a quick restart and accumulate more points. This time around they kick deep. A break for Banja. Maybe a try in this, but his clever run goes for a center post try. And definitely they'll be going for that conversion because it's a center post try. And maybe Kakamega's decision not to go for those conversions might come back to bite them, but Banja missed that center post conversion. And now we have Kakamega 10, 5 Banja. More to come. I'd like to say thank you to AS Sports for also providing us with the match ball, and this is the match ball that is being used in this competition. It will also be awarded to a number of teams, including Gamalena, who impressed us in the 15th version as Kakamega races to score that center post try. He knocks on. The referee is okay awarding that try. And that is 17-5 as the teams run to the coaches for halftime talks. $17-5 at the break. The referee calls for a return to play. Remember to like, subscribe, share on this platform, and ensure that your friends can be able to watch this. Banja with the second try. And now they move to 10 points. Now they are within reach. But the conversion is unsuccessful. This is the second half of this match. Now 7 points separating these two sides. As he runs strong into that gap. This man from Kakamega School. Kakamega have been silent in the shorter version of the game. Maybe the last time they got something meaningful from this match or this tournament, the shorter version of the game was in 2012. Today, they are taking on Banja from Nandi County. As they earn a penalty on this. Referee stops and asks them to move 10. Drop out for Banja. He cuts in, but he's tackled. In attendance is the Cabras head coach, Carlos Katwa, with his assistant, Max Adaka, and the development coach, Edwin Achayo. We also have Kenya Rugby Union Development Director, Ocheng Ahaya, in the house, just following up on what is going on at this venue at Kakamega Showground. As Kakamega pushes to get something from this match against Banja, they have 24 points so far. Banja have 10 points. And T1-10 win for Kakamega School. As we move deeper into the second round of the matches, Oino Wanarungu taking on Butere. Rungu or Ikonyero B side land the opening try, and it is converted. Butere have a response with a center post try, with a conversion to come. And the tie scores at 7-7. Butere 7, Wanarungu Orotinoyo's second string side also on 7 points. A well-raised kickoff that many have struggled to field. Penalty for Wanarungu. Is promising to be entertaining as they run. He runs into a man, offloaded, they knock on. And Butere, that man will be scoring his second of the day at the corner this time round, and Butere now go ahead. Butere overtaking. The conversion is wide and we take that one to a break, ending this first half that has been entertaining to me. I hope it has been the same for you. Kickoff, giving his side a chance to retain the ball and they retain it. A chance to retain the ball and they retain it. And Butere pushing. Man send flying. And now Wanarungu ana penalty. Line out for Butere win a scrum and they are leading right now. Ikonyero pushing. And they have a break, but he has the sweeper to beat. Offload to the inside, he cuts outside and
goes for the center.
to push the scores to 12-12. Ball well raised. Butere 12. Ikonyero 12. For Ikonyero, second string side known as Wanamarungu, with Butere also having 12 points, and that is how we end the match. Running on the pitch is Cabras. Cabras take on the pitch against Kitale. They take on the pitch to play against Kitale. A number of key names in this Cabras side. We have Daryl Oluoch, Michael Lukusi, and giving these youngsters a chance to face them off. And they are playing a side that is led by Brian Mutua. He runs on the outside but steps out of the pitch, and Kitale will have a chance to go for the line out. overthrow, but the referee awards a half penalty to Kitale. A line out for Kitale. Scrum input. And Olukusi is on a break, cuts in. And offloads to Darrell, to Roy Keane. But Roy Keane knocks on the ball. The final match of the second round will have Ikonyero taking on Gamalena as Kitale rise from that scrum deep in their 22. A tackle by Lukusi. Kitale they managed to secure their rack. Obviously, referee awarding an advantage. And now we have a yellow card for a Cabras player, and they are reduced to 6 following that yellow card, with St. Anthony, with Kitale opting for a scrum just because of the extra man in attack. Remember to subscribe, like, share as they steal that ball. Mike Lukusi with the dummy plays in to Roy Keane. Referee awards an advantage following that high tackle. A forward pass by Cabras. Still a man down. He's held high. They managed to release the ball. And his bundle not yet out of play. Kitale hoping to run it from their own zone. The first half is done, 0-0, Cabras versus Kitale. Well raised kick. Well taken by Darrell. Cabras hoping now to lead in this one after a goalless first half. A loose ball taken by St. Anthony by Kitale. The referee awards a penalty to Kitale. As the referee calls back to Note 10, calling for them to come to his mark.